It's a bit blustery now. A bit blustery. I'm wet, I'm cold, and we're making our way back to the car. Right, welcome to the Bailey's. It's 3rd of January 2023. We're in Cleveleys. We're quite late getting here, so we're just going to have a quick fly around and a look round, and that'll be it really. It's going to go dark shortly. So it's rather wet and rainy. But hey how, we're here and we're going to have a run around. Come on Becky Boo Boo. We've got Bailey too. Come on Becky Boo. Ooh. Feels funny passing all these beach shops, so it's actually throwing it down in the middle of winter. Alright, Shazza?
Hi.
Oh, look at them Motability cars over there. That's what we could do with Shaz, a couple of those. Cleveleys kitchen. Apparently Shaz has been in there a few times, but before she knew me. Is that right, Shaz?
What?
You've been in there a few times?
I don't know if it used to be an arcade. It used to be might be
The arcade's next door. Sharon may not have been in there. Cafe Marina. You can tell it's winter because all these shops behind me are shut up for winter. So Bailey and I are going to go and have a look at the seafront. Sharon and Bex, because Bex is walking slowly, and we did bring the pram but we haven't got it out of the car for some reason. We're making our way back to the car. Ooh. Come on. It's a bit bleak. This beach is subject to a dog ban order between 1st of May and 30th of September. How lucky it's the 3rd of January. Leave it. And there's the beach. If I remember rightly, a good few years ago, a ship ran around along here somewhere on its way to Fleetwood. Bailey's enjoying himself, aren't you, Bailey? So we'll walk a bit further. So right down there, further than I can see today, is Fleetwood. and going back that way is Blackpool. I like walking. I don't mind it raining, it's the wind that gets me, especially like now where I've no hat on. But yeah, if I had more time I'd walk a bit further. I once walked from almost Blackpool, so Blackpool North, right down to Fleetwood. I had sore feet when I got there. I had to have a pint in the Euston Hotel and get the tram back. I was telling somebody in the Euston Hotel where I'd walked from, she said, do you know how far that is? I says, no. That's about 5 miles. She says, more like 12. So I'd walked a long way. Anyhow, we're going to go back down onto the road and get a bit of shelter now, I think. We'll make our way back to the car and find Shaz and Bex. Come on, Bills. It's a bit blustery now. A bit blustery. I'm wet, I'm cold. And we're making our way back to the car. You know when you have one of those lollies and you get brain freeze? Well, I've got bloody brain freeze now. I've not had a lolly. Cafe to let. Looks like the amusements are open. That surprised me. Oh. Here's fish and chips. And it's in a big puddle then. There's a fish and chip shop. And the local bus station. And if I remember, I think we might be on the other side of that Dickens pub. Royal British Legion. Yeah, I can see the car.
I was going to come down there, and then I thought, well, no, it's a dead end. So I thought, now I've got the way we go.
Well, we came down there.
Alright.
And we came. And we crossed.
Although it's short, so I thought I'll go the way I know.
I know.
Else.
What do you think of our first day out of 2023, love?
Wet.
Very. And it did help that that van stopped, or taxi, whatever he was, stopped to let me cross road there. I was that busy watching him and the dog. I stood in a bleeding big puddle.
So you got wet feet?
I realised as I put my foot in it, I'd kind of up to skip, so I got a bit of wet feet. Hopefully they're dry on the way home. So
Bailey!
We're going to drive back now. We'll probably drive down through Blackpool seafronts and home that way. We like driving that way from here, don't we?
Yeah.
Whether it's middle of summer, middle of winter. So if you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't done already, if you could subscribe, that would be wonderful. It helps our channel to grow. If you do subscribe, if you wish, you can hit the notification icon. That way you get notified when we put another video on. All that's left to say now is goodbye.